guys.
Good evening, good early, late afternoon, good evening. Shea by hand, embracing gifts from nature. Shea butter. Herbal Talk today is Citronella. Citronella. In the Latin, you wanna pay attention to the scientific names when you get these herbs, trees, flowers, berries. You want to get the scientific name. Symbol pogum. Symbol pogum.
All right, we're on.
Okay. Little technical difficulties with the connection and everything. So Simbo Pogon Winteranius and Citronella is it was indigenously grown and growing in some Asian places, but now with proper soil and climate you can grow that stuff everywhere. All right, so let's get into some medicinal properties and uses for citronella outside of using it as a burning candle outside. The the candles that they have, the apparatuses with the torches, and they have the citronella candle or oil inside of it to keep away the mosquitoes and the bugs. So it has so many other uses outside of that. For one, it has antibacterial properties. And this is my little chalkboard I'm using my baby's daily poster for it. But its antibacterial properties of citronella allows it to treat wounds, to kill bacteria, and inhibit any further bacterial growth in the body when you use it. So it'll be even good to use with turmeric or a couple of the other things that I mentioned before, the bergamot again. You can mix those in together, kill parasites, to treat bacterial growth. That citronella would do that. Let me put that on. Antibacterial. You can do you some little quick notes when you come back. And since I'm doing a little fast, please pardon the handwriting. But it's inhibits further growth in the inside. Inhibits inner growth. Okay. Now it also treats wounds, infections. It treats the colon, the urethra, urinary tract. You can use it if you are anti. What do we call them? The antibiotics. The antibiotics. Pardon me. The antibiotics. So if you don't want to take antibiotics, citronella could treat with other essential oils and herbs, urinary, bladder and tract infections, prostate, kidneys, even kidney stones. It is an antidepressant. It doesn't take a lot of citronella. You can even probably just have the grass about and have that aromatic effect to help with the antidepressants. The oils fights depression. The citronella oil fights depression. Relief from anxiety, also sadness, negative feeling. It induces happy feeling and hope. So along with a couple of other herbs essential oils in those properties that help with depression. Camphor was one. Bergamot again, clary sage, cinnamon. You can do it like a little mixture that will help with antidepressant. Now, citronella is also an antiseptic, so it's an antidepressant and an antiseptic. The oil is more effective as the antidepressant. It's an antiseptic. It cleans wounds. Again, the urinary tract infections come in again, so it's a lot with the excretory system. It helps a lot with the excretory system. It's antispasmodic. It helps with muscle spasms, even nervous system spasms, respiratory. Helps with cramps, coughs. So you can even put a little bit of that in your tea, probably the grass, because the essential oil is so strong or whatever, but it just depends. If you put some honey or peppermint in with it, that'll help tone it down. It also have anti-inflammatory properties. So again, there's the anti-inflammatory that'll help alleviate the constricting that hinder and prohibits blood flow, oxygen flow. Okay. It sedates inflammation, especially in the liver. So it's more effective for the liver, the stomach, intestines, and other parts of the digestive system. Citronella. Now, it also helps with inflammation caused by the side effects of smoking, narcotics, being an alcoholic, and some drugs. So that's good too. Some home remedies in addictions in everyday lives. You know, you either have food, it's sex, drugs, alcohol, gambling. So, you know, you just have different degrees of addictions. Anything could be an addictive. I could be addicted to the gym. I could be addicted to this stuff, but you have to have a balance. Citronella can also be used in a deodorant. And that's kind of like pretty secure. You're like, okay, I ain't got to worry about bugs or perspiring when you're having citronella under the arm. Too much common sense with the strong sense of smell that it has, the strong aromatic properties that it has. It can irritate the skin when you use too much of it. It's refreshing to the body, and it's a pretty little good. You can mix a little bit for your bath oil too. It promotes the removal of toxins, unwanted material like salts, making body feeling lighter. That result in healthier skin. It reduces fever also, and it also protects from inner infections, from certain infections. So with it having the respiratory properties, being an antidepressant, promoting healthy skin, it's pretty cool in removing the toxins, I would say, like in the blood, in the area of the excretory system, from how it impacts the skin. Citronella is also a diuretic. It increases in the frequency and quantity of urination from citronella, disposes waste substances, toxins from the body, uric acid. You can have too much uric acid in your urine. That can cause a burning sensation. That can also be a key that your body is acidic and you need to be a little bit more alkaline, because an alkaline inside is more of homeostasis. No bacteria, infections, or anything when your body is alkaline. But when we start doing the acidic stuff, cheese, a lot of that, a lot of carbon drinks, just eating out-of-pocket fried foods can make our body acidic. And when our bodies are acidic, it's have toxins, bacteria, all sorts of things, parasites, things that we just don't even know that would just come to be years to come. All right, so with its diuretic properties of alleviating waste, the quantity of urination, kind of balancing it, it helps reduces weight. It eliminates infections in the urinary system, free body toxins as well, and reduces the chances of renal cali rheumatism, and also arthritis, improves digestion and a healthy heart. And any antidepressant is basically the majority of the antidepressants stimulates a healthy heart. So, you know, you want to feel good, anything that uplifts you is going to stimulate and increase your health in your heart. Some more of the anti-inflammatory properties of citronella is that it reduces the inflammation around the membrane that causes infections. So it reduces that inflammation, and that weakens the viruses, bacteria. It just helps fights it. So if we just eat right, our body fights things on its own that we don't have to worry about. We just have to feed it properly. Citronella is it kills fungus. It stops the growth of fungus. It's really cool for ear infections, nose, throat, regional infections of the respiratory. It eliminates fungal infections in other parts of the body as well, cure fungal dysentery. So, like, you can put some of that in like a yeast infection concoction, especially with men. Your symptoms of yeast infections is athlete feet, yellow toenails. Tea tree is very, very beneficial as a makeup, as a hygienic to clear and make those toenails white, balance the color to your toenails again, and definitely with that bacteria on the feet. But the citronella will also be more impactful in killing that bacteria and balancing that. We all know that it's an insect repellent. No way around it. You can have the grass, you can have the dried grass, you can have the essential oil, you can burn that, you can just make stuff out of it and just go hard in the paint with the smell. Yes, insect repellent. It clears stomach of infections and other problems. It helps function properly, so it also helps balance the performance of the stomach also. It's a stimulant blood circulation. Secretions, discharges of hormones and enzymes from the glands, brain, while also increasing activity in the nervous system, and it stimulates the immune system, the metabolism of the body also. So it's a little of a picker-upper for the system, like lemon, which is uplifting, peppermint a bit uplifting, clary sage uplifting smell, but citronella in its effective dosage could be the same and just be more impactful in that. It's a tonic. It kills intestinal worms. Earlier, I was saying combine it with those other herbs, fruits, and such like the bergamot and such to make it more impactful and being a dewormer, of removing parasites, of putting on topical and getting rid of parasites in the skin or those that peek and penetrates through the skin under good conditions. All right, so other uses of citronella. It is used to make the skin irritated, dermatitis, sensitive to skin. So it's not inherently toxicity of the oil. It's just if you have too much of it, it will really irritate the skin. You can blend this oil. I say, the more you learn or whatever, you will be able to notice the chemical mixture and just how they mesh together or how the smells are or the benefits are, and then you begin testing other essential oils and ingredients and such and blending the oils. But you can blend it with cedarwood, clary sage, eucalyptus, geranium, lavender, lemon, peppermint, rosemary, and tea tree you can use. So that concludes. That was a pretty lot. It was a lot of information about the citronella. I do have a couple of products that I utilize citronella in. Bug Off is one of them. And I'm working on a new recipe with citronella to do some things, so I'll just keep that until I launch that. But citronella, what I'm giving is general information about various herbs and such. And later on, I will add some information that you can use to grow your hair, foods and such, foods, iron-rich foods. I'll be giving out information as that. So it's just kind of just sharing the gifts of nature that will empower us to be more effective in using and utilizing these things in our household and making them part of our lifestyle. I do have a pop-up shop tomorrow, 3151 in the Middle Georgia Pond parking lot. I will be there from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I don't know about the weekend or whatever yet, but I'm always available for delivery, local delivery. You can go on my product page, Embracing Gifts from Nature, to place your orders of soaps and all-in-one butters so far. The other products I don't have accessible on that page. But local, you can meet me. I meet you or whatever. If you'd like for me to do a presentation or whatever, I'm up for that. Private parties, pampering and things. But I want to share information that I research and just write down and keep for Gifts of Nature. I thank you all for tuning in and for your support. You all have a great evening.